chronic nonsense, chronic nonsense, chronic nonsense, chronic.
Hey everybody. It's that podcast you listen to sometimes.
It's your dream come true. You woke up, you went, it's Monday. Good morning, Monday.
Good morning, Monday.
Does this get uploaded Monday mornings?
Monday morning.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
9 a.m.
impressive. Dude, you do such a good job. I never compliment you on that.
Oh, thanks, man.
Because I never think about it.
Well, I appreciate that.
You're welcome. Idiot.
Oh, yeah.
No, but like I didn't even
had
think
to get it in there.
I didn't even think about that. I was like, yeah, you do have to go through an effort of not only editing and but also uploading it. And I've never done any of it, and I appreciate that you do.
Well, thanks, man. That makes me feel nice that you appreciate it.
Yes, you're welcome.
Hey guys. Do you know what happened?
What do you mean?
Last year?
Last year?
Yeah.
We started the podcast last year.
Yeah. That's true.
Chronic nonsense, chronic nonsense, chronic
Did something
nonsense,
else happen last year? I can't remember. I'm sure something else happened.
Well, the president.
Yeah, the president happened.
There was that one thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember when Jonathan, what's his name? Crinsley?
Yeah.
Remember when Jonathan Crinsley got in the news for taking a shower with
12
miners?
Yeah, coal miners.
Coal miners, yeah.
They were trying to get all that coal dust off.
Yeah, but they didn't want to be in the...
No.
They didn't want to be in the...
It was sort of a violation of their privacy that Jonathan Crinsley was trying to shower with them like that.
Yeah, and he successfully did it,
He
too.
did, yeah.
All 12 of them at once. He got them all wrangled up and...
Yeah. I mean, that part was pretty easy.
Well, he's really good with a lasso.
I don't know how often you've wrangled a miner, but yeah, if you're good with the lasso.
You could probably wrangle a couple of coal miners.
Yeah.
You know they used to bring canaries into coal mines?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that they could find out if they were going to die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
By killing birds.
By killing birds, yeah.
Anyway.
They'd smash the bird and then they'd be like, oh, I guess we're going to die.
I guess we can't go in there.
Better go back.
Coal miners would go in and shoot a bird and say, we can't work here under these conditions.
Like, but didn't you just do that? No. I mean, but
I mine coal.
These are the conditions, though.
I mine coal. That's what I do.
Coal miners.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking.
What do you think we're going to talk about on this episode? Let us know.
I mean, maybe last night.
We can't talk about last night.
We could talk about last night.
I hadn't had... I'm trying to think of the last time I literally hung out with anyone.
Yeah.
I know, but you do, don't you?
Sometimes. Like, okay, so...
More than
like
me,
Cat and Riley will have parties and stuff, and I'll go to that, but it's not like just hanging out.
I guess that's
fair.
what I mean? Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's like a thing.
Yeah. It's like an event.
Yeah, but even...
Which is fine. I'm not complaining about that. I'm just saying, like, I haven't... like been like
casual.
Hey, let's go chill somewhere with
like a
people
casual
in a
thing.
while. Yeah,
I haven't even had an event in I don't know how long.
Yeah,
I don't know. The closest I get to it is this podcast.
Yeah.
This is the closest I have to hanging out all the time, and then when we play video games, and I can only ever manage to do that like once every 2 weeks, sadly.
Yeah.
It's my nightmare. It's not fun, but it's okay. It's also my salvation. This podcast is brought to you by My Snot.
Yeah.
Dalen Snot. By My Snot.
It's good.
I just started a new up and business. Up and business.
Yeah. And that, everybody knows what that means.
I usually blow my snot into a tissue, into a hanky. Sometimes I'll blow it into one of my socks.
Yeah.
And
blow it into a sock.
And I sell it on the internet. Go to online.com and find online.com/Dalen's dirty snot socks.
Yeah, snot socks.
And you'll get you'll get my snot.
You could just search snot socks and you'll probably find it.
I'm not even listening.
Yeah, he's not listed. I don't remember this Goofy shirt, but it's pretty good.
Thank you. I'm wearing a shirt that says Goofy.
Yeah.
You know what I've been doing since forever?
Probably nothing.
Well, that, but
What?
also I wear, if I'm not working, I'm wearing like the same clothes.
Yeah, fair enough.
At home, I wear the same ones because I'm not sweating in them most of the time. And so, and this happens to be what I've been wearing this week.
I respect that.
And I wear it to here because I don't value you as someone. No, that's not true.
Yeah.
I just know you won't judge me, so I can wear whatever I want.
Yeah, that's true. I won't judge you. Also, I wouldn't have known that you did that.
Until I told you.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I have to because I'm like, I feel like I know how long this shirt has just been around without getting washed.
That's funny.
It's been like a week, but we hung out with our friends last night,
We did.
Tim.
Yeah, 2 of them.
3 of them.
No. Yeah, 3 of them.
That's going right in the vault.
But one of them left.
You had to go to the gym
Yeah, he had to go to the gym.
at 10 at night. That was fun. Who was that?
That was Patrick.
That was Patrick.
That was
For
Patrick.
old-time listeners of the podcast, y'all know who Patrick is listened.
Yeah, you all know that he listened. And yeah, after you left, Natalie finished baking the cake she was baking. And,
Oh, yeah.
and we were there.
That was fun.
We almost left and then didn't, and then it was like 12:30,
Shit.
and then we left.
Damn,
And
so
then
you
I
were-
got home at like a time later than that.
Yeah, well,
I guess it was probably closer to, no, it would have been 12:30. So I guess I got home at like 1:30.
I would have, I would have been able to stay longer if I hadn't been working all day.
Oh no, I
Yesterday.
totally, dude. I was falling asleep on the couch. Like I was like, okay, I think we need to go because I'm falling asleep. And then I got up to go pee, and then standing up, I was like more awake, and
Yeah.
we started talking after I got out of the bathroom. So then I was like, well, I guess we're staying for a little bit longer.
I really am trying to think of the last time that I hung out with, that even we hung out.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we got lunch after. I'm
Yeah,
trying
but
to think.
I feel like it doesn't count when we're doing like when
If it
we
was
did
after
the
a
podcast.
podcast?
Yeah, because it's like we were gonna be hanging out anyway. You know what I mean?
I don't know the last time we did that. That wasn't like after the podcast or something that we.
Me neither. I think.
Besides yesterday.
I think maybe. Didn't we get together to? No, I don't think we did. I don't
Damn.
think so. Yeah,
Damn, son.
dim
That
sum.
whatever that was. Oh, well, we went to that Guster concert.
Yeah, we went to that Guster concert. That
That's-
was months ago.
That's probably the last thing I can say. I mean, that's
Yeah.
not hanging out. That is an event, but that's the last
I'll count it.
thing. We'll count it. There we go.
Yeah.
They're going to be in Lexington I think in August. I think.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going, but
Yeah.
I probably won't actually because
Yeah.
it's money that I probably don't need to spend
I feel that.
since I've seen Guster. If they were closer, then yeah.
Yeah, if they were going to be back at Headliners or something
Yeah.
like that, it's like, well, it'd be hard to not do that.
But, yeah, why not?
Yeah.
What the tickets were like? What
Not
were they?
bad. It was like, what?
$20?
Yeah, I was going to say 25, maybe 30.
25, 30, that's all you pay?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
don't have to get anything when you're there. You just go and you have fun and you leave. They have such fun shows.
Yeah, they really do.
I was talking about that with Emma the other day about like most of the, because she went and saw Ben Folds the other day
Oh, yeah.
because he was in Louisville.
I wanted to see him, but
Mm-hmm.
didn't.
And it was apparently nicer than the time she saw him in Cincinnati a few months ago too.
Yeah.
And you know, I don't know if you know much about Ben Folds, but he's kind of notorious for being just from what people describe after meeting him and like the kind of guy he is. He's kind of, I mean, not a bad person,
Yeah.
but he's a little bit of a like narcissistic kind of guy. He
Yeah.
talks about himself a lot. It feels he's kind of douchey, and a lot
Yeah.
of people say that he gives those kinds of vibes even at shows and stuff.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, my Emma was talking about how he's like the line that she'll like that he's the line. Like if you go over that, I'm not listening to your stuff.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
right. But
yeah.
he's like, it's not enough for him because he's too good.
Yeah. See, that's Yeah, that's why I still listen to him and still like, because you're right, he's not like a bad guy. He's just a little like he's like, you got to chill out.
If you met him, you'd be like, that's really disappointing.
Yeah, but also he's so good that it's like, I'm gonna listen to you.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen.
And
to
I
you.
think he knows that too, which is
probably what fuels it. Like that's what I was gonna say. Like,
it's just
being that good. I feel like it would be difficult to not be a little narcissistic.
Right.
I'm not saying that it's cool or fine that he is. That's not cool, and you shouldn't. And you should really work on yourself. But like, if I were that good at something, I feel like I would also be a little narcissistic. So,
but she was talking about that, and I just compared it immediately to the Guster concerts we've been to and stuff. And I was like, wow, that's what a different vibe.
Yeah.
Like that's just fun.
Yeah.
And Emma was talking about how it was just like, she didn't know the music, but it was a fun time there. You know?
Yeah.
They're really fun people.
They definitely are.
So shout out Guster.
Hello.
Again.
Hello, Guster.
Hello, Guster. You think they listen?
Yeah.
If
they listened, it would be our entire audience.
Because what if it was just for Guster? This is the Guster for Guster podcast.
We should do that. Just shift our focus a little bit. Yeah, reach out to him. Yeah.
Do you want us to do a podcast where we just talk to you?
To you. Yeah. They're like, are you saying you're going to do a podcast where you're just like talking about Guster stuff? No. We're talking to you.
It's just aimed for you.
Yeah.
We block it from everyone else's ears.
Yeah.
And it's just for you guys to listen to.
We're going to post it on a private thing and then share a link with you.
Yeah. Dude, are you down?
Does that sound... Guster?
Are you down for the band?
Guster. Hey, Guster. Sound good?
That's the lead singer clapping because he's so proud of us. Chronic nonsense, chronic nonsense, chronic nonsense.
Anytime I see a piano, I have to touch it.
Why? I believe it.
That's not true.
There are those people.
Yeah.
And sometimes, how do you feel about that when there's public pianos and someone goes up to them?
Yeah.
And we're not talking about if they're good or bad.
Yeah.
I just want to know how you feel immediately. If someone's walking up to one of those pianos to start playing.
Most of the time I'm not about it. But also like that's why it's there. So it's hard. Because I'm not on board when people walk up. And then sometimes when they're good, I'm like, oh, okay. But like you said, this the like initial reaction, I'm almost always like, nah, don't do it.
Right. And what do you think?
It's like that's what those are there for. So what
do you think it is? That's you. Because I'm also always like, I'm not for it, but I know it's because of my.
I think I'm expecting it to be bad.
I think
also I feel like piano boys are kind of notorious for being like
Ben Folds.
Ben Folds, yeah,
exactly.
Like I feel like most of the piano boys I know, where like piano is their thing, are not my favorite people.
See, what I was about to say is every time I see someone like at a mall or wherever go up to one of the pianos to play, immediately my brain goes like, I have to be counterculture. I have to be counterculture. I gotta be like, I'm against whatever the other people's niche thing is.
Yeah.
Right. And I feel like that kind of energy applies to how I always felt about music majors.
Yeah.
And stuff. And like at U of L. And those are the same vibes I get to people who just walk up to pianos. So immediately I'm like not about it. But if you're able to play something beautiful, you got me.
Yeah.
Like if you just go over and go and you're not like looking around.
Right.
You're not with anyone.
Yeah, you're just playing.
You're just playing, and then you get up and you walk away. All about it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fun.
You don't
I like that.
bathe in the glory, but even though you totally should.
Yeah. Yeah.
You totally should. Imagine if you were able to just do that. I wish I was musically talented. Or, I mean, I wish I did something with my musical talent.
I don't think you're not. It's just, yeah.
I didn't expand on it. And I mean, I still am. I could expand on it now, but I just choose to not most of the time.
Yeah. Same.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
Merry
It is.
Birthday. So, Tim, we also got that Q&A Remember that? We talked about that
Yeah,
last
let
night.
me go ahead and make that public real quick while we talk about
Okay.
it. 'Cause,
I didn't see-
I forgot to do that.
A few days ago, I got a notification, right, from Spotify.
Yeah.
But like the podcast Spotify thing,
Yeah.
which I never get notifications for, and I forget it's there, and I forget to check all of our analytics all the time.
Yeah.
And it was like someone answered our Q&A. I was like, we have a Q&A?
Yep.
When did you set that
it
up?
just always it always is there.
Do you think it's an ad,
What?
or did you read it?
No, I read it. Did you not read it?
No, I have not read
you
it.
didn't look.
Yeah. So
So from L, can
I
can
know who
Tim's
this is.
cat be an official third member?
All right. Well, let's discuss the topic. I know Elle. They're nice. They're nice. They're a good friend.
You know L.
Yes, I do. Thank you, Elle, for reaching out to the podcast. And this is shout out Elle.
All right, I'm gonna pin this, and then how do I make it public?
You put it in the box and you ship it down the river.
That's a good point.
Which cat?
Well, in that episode, it was Carrie.
It was Carrie.
So
So do you think it should be Carrie?
I mean, I feel like
Would you rather have Carrie be a third member or Olivia?
Carrie would be a better third member, but Olivia is more vocal, so Olivia talks a little bit more.
Olivia does talk more, and that is kind of helpful
What
for
a podcast is, yeah.
But who moves around? Who would move around more in here?
Well, I mean,
And distract us.
I feel like Olivia would be more
Oh, yeah.
distracting because she's a little smaller. She can get into more shit, and then
Mm-hmm.
also she's just crazy.
Do you think we could like mic up one of your cats and just have him like do a little like BTS headset or something?
I mean, I feel like it's worth a shot for sure.
What are those mics called? Lav. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know if it's still called that. If it's like on a headset,
Oh,
it might
yeah.
be. I have no idea.
There's the stuff we used in theater, right?
Yes,
You think they make those for cats?
probably.
For podcasts?
I feel like they would have to. Like, what else would they do?
Who is your favorite meow of your cats? I'll expand upon that question as well.
Between my two cats?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely Carrie.
Carrie is a better meow.
Yeah.
Why is that? Can you do an
I don't
impression?
know. It's just no, I can't. Hers is very. Hey, get in here, Carrie. No, she's not gonna do it.
No, she can't open the door.
Man, I can't. I don't know how.
Well,
Here, let me play a video for you.
we can't have Carrie as a third member of the podcast or Olivia, sadly, because we do have our third member, which is MT Bucket right here, and
That's true.
He doesn't even have a mic yet, so like we'd have to get a third mic. Oh, I literally looked behind it. Tim, there's
I
a
have
third mic,
mics.
but that mic is not a directional one, right?
It is not. Yeah.
That's the room mic. Mic
Okay,
for the
so
room.
no, she doesn't meow in that video. Yeah, that is the room mic. We could just stop using the directional mics and just put that in the middle of us, and it'd pick up everything.
Really?
It'd be terrible.
I think that would be. It's just
But it would allow us to have the cats be a real official goodness on it.
I do like the idea of having like
Get a cat on
another
it.
live like element to it, but I just feel like your cats would
Ruin everything.
ruin everything. Like, I mean, Carrie
they
was in
might.
here for like a second last episode and was bawling out, booling around, being a baby cat, as they say.
Every cat's being a baby, boolin, baby, buelin.
What are you looking at on your phone there?
Trying to figure out how to make this public. It's so hard.
Well,
Oops, the page you were looking for does not exist.
error code 405.
Got it. Error.
Maybe they retracted the question.
Error.
They're like, you know what? Never mind. I don't want that goddamn cat on the show.
Oh, it's probably this button. It's not. That's not a button.
So
Well,
I mean,
I guess I'll do that another time.
this is good advertisement. If
Yeah.
you send in our questions and answers, we will answer it on the
them.
podcast.
Yeah.
Even if,
So the answer to this question is
No. but we appreciate it
Yeah.
nonetheless.
We did appreciate it.
Well, I love a good old interaction.
Yeah, we love interacting.
Elle actually reached out to me over Instagram the other day and said
Yeah.
we should start merch.
Merch, yeah.
And I was
so
like,
that's who wants merch.
yeah, and I was like, I don't know.
Here's what we'll do, El. Maybe we'll make a single T-shirt and you can have it.
There you go. Just one T-shirt. That's a great idea.
It's not a bad idea. It's pretty good.
Well, Elle, if you tell literally everyone you know about this podcast,
Yeah. Tell everyone you know about it, and then don't
and send
explain
photo
it.
evidence,
Don't explain it.
And
then maybe
we might invest money into that if we have it.
We'll have money for that.
Yeah. Who's gonna pay for that? We'll split it.
Probably,
We'll
probably,
split it.
probably.
We don't make ad revenue from this goddamn
probably you
show.
can split it. Yeah.
Because why would we? Because every
can split it.
We do read ads every week, though.
Yeah, we do read ads
We could
every
split
week.
it.
We could split it. You could split it. Oh God.
It's
Oh, Bob.
terrifying. Lifting up empty buckets, bones. What'd you do this week, Tim?
Jesus is gonna say.
You had your job at work. Where did it go?
Jesus. Sorry, Christian music is just, it's in me.
It's the worst. Have we talked about that on the show?
Yeah, 100%.
We have.
And yeah, and it's still true.
The worst.
Yeah, there have been only maybe, in the entire time I've been alive, maybe 4 songs
And Christmas music doesn't count.
that I've not hated of the Christian music. Maybe 4.
Really? That's a lot.
Yeah. But think about it. I mean, I've been hearing
Yeah, you
like
have.
a lot of Christian songs every year for 18-ish years.
Mine came from, like, I had only heard that kind of stuff because I'd ride the bus in high school, like freshman, sophomore year of high school. I would ride the bus. And our bus driver, who was a terrible driver, by the way, it was
God.
like hilarious how
That's
bad
unfortunate.
she would play Christian music really loudly on the bus all the time. And I would hear the same song because it's the radio.
Right.
There's only 5 songs they'll play.
Yeah.
And every song was like, whoa, what effort went into this, you think?
It feels like, it's so strange because it feels like they're really trying, but it also is just not good.
Yeah. And it's like, it's
feel
always,
like-
they're
Go
all the
ahead.
same.
Yeah, I feel like something about trying to write a Christian song breaks a musician, because I've heard musicians that I liked also make Christian music, and their Christian music is bad.
Right?
But their other music is fine, and I don't think it's got anything to do with the message for me, because I felt like this even when I was a Christian. So,
You know
sorry, but I will say gospel music, fucking great.
Oh, okay, well, that's
like contemporary Christian
I see
is
what
what we're talking about.
We're talking about
just to
pop-
clarify.
pop music.
Yeah, because gospel fucking that slaps. So, but yeah, no, contemporary Christian music is just.
I'm talking like it was strange because it's like, you know, I said before that they all sound the same, but which is an argument people could use for
A lot of things.
everything, like
Yeah.
just everything. Like, but I feel like if someone was to feel like, oh, I love this person, I'm gonna write a song, and they say all these things, and then someone separately was like, oh, I love this person, I'm gonna write a song, and like there's a lot of like they say the same things in the song, I'm still gonna feel like those are at least different than like this. I don't know why though.
Yeah, and it's like,
Because
I don't know.
I maybe it's because they're all different people and they're talking about different people, you know, and everyone is just talking about one thing.
yeah, that might be part of it.
I don't
but
know.
I also feel like it's just, I don't know, there's a specific style to it that's like not, it's definitely not for me. We'll say that. I'm not saying like there's nothing redeeming about it. It's just, it is all the same, and I feel like there are a lot of things that are all the same, like you said, but I don't feel like Christian music is like that good musically. I feel like it's like using some very like the most basic concepts of music and then just like and then that's it. That's
I wonder
all
if
we
it's
did.
because it just might be a money thing too. Like it's easier. They do all the easier stuff because they know that people are gonna listen to it.
Yeah, I mean they
Kind of
have
like
to.
Christmas music. Yeah, right. And
Yeah, that you might be right about that.
so it's like you don't really have to put that much effort into it. You don't really have to put that much effort into what you're saying and like.
I wonder if it's maybe more of a thing with, at least for why I don't like it, is a lot of the music I like. Okay, this is maybe not true. Some of the music that I really like is trying to do something, like trying to say something. You know what I mean?
I guess so.
Like okay, so there's music that I like that is not trying to say anything.
Yeah.
And it's just doing its music thing. It's like, hey,
But that's always
we just wrote a song because we wanted to write a song. And if I like the style and I like the music, then I like that song, and it doesn't matter that it's not trying to say anything. You know what I mean? But then there are songs that are trying to say something, and every Christian song is trying to say something. But the songs that I like that are trying to say something are trying to say something interesting. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but there's nothing interesting about God's great and he loves us. That's not, there's no conflict. There's no, there's nothing there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, not that that's a bad message. It's just, that's not
you're
interesting.
just singing the message.
Yeah. So it's like, and that's the other thing. It's like, there's no subtlety to it. It's all outright, which, again, not a problem, but part of why I don't like it.
Do you think we could add to this, like, if we were to, I don't know what the genres are for our podcast, but do you think we would kind of have to add comedy / atheist podcast?
You might be
Because
right.
we talk about it,
Yeah.
maybe too much.
Too much, probably.
But
I think you're right.
because we end up talking about it.
Yeah.
And so if we wanted to,
That's
it would
funny.
give people a. It would give people a scare. It'd give your parents a scare if they saw it.
Yeah, yeah.
If they saw, oh, he has a podcast. If they just saw that it was like where it was, they could be like, oh,
I don't know if I ever showed you the finished poster that I made for that project, doing the podcast episodes,
oh
categories
shit.
things.
No, you didn't.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I'll have to find that and show that to you.
You want to show it to me now on the podcast?
I don't know if I'll be able to find it that fast.
All right.
But I already spent all that time trying to make it public.
Well, he turned his microphone upside down and took it out.
Make it public.
Just for saying make it public. He did. That was the most interesting way to take a mic off its stand. You held the microphone in place and then moved the stand around it.
So I mowed this morning.
You mowed the lawn.
I mowed the lawn this morning.
I love mowing the lawn.
It was hot.
It's so,
It was hot.
bro.
Like it was so early for it to be so hot.
Dude, when I went out to let my dog out after I got home from hanging out and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my! It's dark. It's pitch black out. Pitch
Yeah.
black. It's Louisville, Kentucky. It's not pitch black,
No,
but
it's
it's
never,
like
but-
dark outside, and it's fucking. It's so hot for no reason. It's like, why am I sweating right
Yeah.
now? It's just hot. It's been hot too, man.
Yeah, it has. Yeah.
I've been feeling it. Do you have air conditioning where you work?
Yeah, but it's not great
Not
air
great.
conditioning. And then also like there are constantly people walking in and out of the vehicle bays, which are not air conditioned.
Those aren't air conditioned.
So-
Yeah.
And then I also have to walk in there because
Oh, it's
so
fucking hot.
It's bad. Yeah.
It's.
But you don't have air
hot.
conditioning where you work.
I have a giant fan that I can sit in front of.
Hey, there you go.
That helps. And
Basically air conditioning.
I know how bad it can get, so I'm all right. It's fucking it's hot.
Yeah,
You're right. It is
yeah.
hot where I'm at. But all I can think about is a couple weeks ago going and digging in the same heat,
Yeah.
in direct sunlight, and that's obviously
It would definitely worse. Yeah.
It's obviously worse. I would rather do what I'm doing now. I mean, I don't want to say every day. I wish it'd get cooler. I don't like
Yeah.
it, but it's not. All I can think about. I'm like, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's not that. I can go sit down in front of that fan whenever I'm done up there. But I'm also working up high too, and heat rises.
Yeah, it does.
Heat rises, and I'm like putting conduit metal pipes up, and that's fun. I'm realizing though that I kind of enjoy that just a little, just a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
mean, for I don't know. I'm enjoying it more than I thought I would enjoy that. Like putting something up,
Yeah.
like screwing stuff into things, and it's just satisfying in a way.
That's good.
I mean, it gets really annoying trying to
Oh,
keep
I'm
things
sure.
level. I don't know if you've ever had to do that
Trying to keep
before.
something. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
in a bunch of different things level and holding different things at the same time. Very frustrating. And I really want to be like, why the fuck does it matter? Because even if it's off just a little bit, it's like, what the fuck does it have to be so perfect? But then it is perfect, and you're like, ooh,
Yeah.
that feels good.
Yeah.
That feels good to finally get it up there. So there's that. But also, did I show you this picture?
No. I have no idea what it is, but no.
No, you didn't. I don't know if I showed you this. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Drummer. So, I'm going to show you these pictures of a screwdriver. I want you to swipe through those and tell me what you see.
A screwdriver. Huh. It looks like I'm looking at the inside of the screwdriver a little bit.
Yeah.
It also looks a little charred on the edge.
Looks charred.
What happened here?
Well, working with electricity, I've now noticed and realized, and electricity is not a joke.
No.
That shit.
This is true.
But I didn't think about it. I've
Yeah.
never really thought about it because I don't know. I never really had to. I was always like, I know electricity will shock you, but like, can't kill you or nothing. But it's like, it can.
Yeah,
actually.
no, it can.
Not that would have killed. That was a small thing, believe it or not.
Yeah.
So what Tim was just looking at was a screwdriver that was like, it was very charred in the middle of the metal part, the shaft,
Yeah.
if you will, and you hold it to the side and you see a big chunk is blown out of the thing.
Yeah.
Right. And that's because I didn't do it. I was just standing right behind him, but who I was working under we were working in a live panel, right?
Yeah.
And one of the wires that we were working with happened to be nicked that we didn't know about, and when he touched like a metal ring in the back of the thing, just a giant pop with sparks everywhere. And it was
Jeez.
very loud, and luckily his hand wasn't touching the metal part
Yeah.
of anything,
Yeah.
or else that would have been painful. But you saw what it did to that screwdriver.
Yeah.
Just that, and that was a small one. It doesn't happen very often, apparently. If you're careful,
Yeah.
there are definitely ways we could have been more careful there to avoid that. But
Right.
sometimes being careful means there's a lot of more extra steps that are like, if you got to get things done, and we all know the deal with that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
for sure.
I could do those things, but people want this done, so I gotta whatever. Which wasn't necessarily the case. I know that if I'm an electrician, I'm turning off all of them.
Yeah.
I'm turning it all off. I don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
But anyway, isn't that kind of bonkers?
Oh, it really is. That was a whole chunk of a piece of metal that it was like, nah, get out.
Would you just press on your keyboard there? The funny part about that is have you ever noticed when you play the percussion stuff on your piano, like the sound of you hitting the piano keys is
like
louder than
louder, yeah.
the sound that's coming out? The podcast. The podcast. I guarantee that when we listen back to this, we're gonna hear a lot of the fingers going up the keyboard. Just kidding. Tim has a real drum set in the studio. Everybody, welcome Tim on the drums.
Yeah, guys. Didn't you know I'm good at drum?
I never had. I don't think I ever had like a significant interest in learning how to play the drums.
No?
Nope. Since maybe as an adult or something, I've thought about it and be like, it'd be cool just because, but only because I feel so uncoordinated.
Yeah.
And I feel like it would just help with my coordination.
That's fair.
Like with my left hand, that was all. Remember when we had like drum circle
Yeah.
in like 8th grade because we had a substitute? It was Richter, and he just got us all in a drum circle. He taught us a little bit and stuff, and I just realized my left hand was like fucking slow as dick.
Yeah.
Holy shit, my left hand can't keep up.
No, that's fair.
Who's that?
I feel like it was never something that I wanted to do super bad, but I always kind of wanted to learn.
Starring
it was
Jonah
like
Hill.
I would rather be more. I'd rather be better at like guitar.
Mm-hmm.
But I also really wanted to know how to play the drums.
When you were a kid, what was the first instrument you ever wanted to learn how to play? Do you know?
Probably guitar,
Yeah.
but possibly trumpet because my dad played trumpet.
Really? That's cool. That's really cool. I don't know why I asked that. It would probably be guitar for most people.
Yeah,
Or singing. I think mine was probably singing.
that's
I wanted
fair.
to learn how to do that. And then I was like, oh, what are all these instruments? I want to learn how to do those. And then my parents were like, okay.
Yeah.
They took me to lessons, and I was like, what is that, work at it? I got to work at that. Nope.
Yeah, that's hard to want to do.
I'm not that interested in it. And I'm still not. Even to this day, I'm still not. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim's still on the drums. You can... There you go. It's the quietest snare drum I've ever heard. I feel like I should read a poem right now. Let me see if I can get AI to generate a poem for me. Keep going, I'm getting a poem pulled up. In a world of rhythm, where beats align, comes a tale of Tim, a master of time. With hands like lightning and a heart that pounds, he conquers the drums, creating mesmerizing sounds. His sticks in motion, a dance of skill. As his passion takes flight, a musical thrill. With every beat, he brings life to the stage, guiding the band, setting hearts ablaze. The snare drum snaps like a whip in the night. The cymbals crash, filling the air with delight. Bass drum booms, vibrating deep in the soul. Tim's rhythm cascades, taking control. From soft, gentle taps to thunderous crashes. Thunderous crashes. He weaves a melody that sparks and flashes. drums become an extension of his being, a language spoken, a story worth seeing. His tempo speeds up, matching heartbeats race. Sweat dripping down his determined face. With each fill and roll, he showcases his might, leaving audiences awestruck. Applause is taking flight. Tim's beats are a language, a soulful expression, a passion ignited, a rhythmic obsession, a symphony of percussion, a thunderous display where melodies and beats seamlessly sway. So let us salute Tim, the master of drums, whose beat transforms silence into musical hums. With sticks in his hands, he conquers the night, playing the drums, spreading joy and delight!
Oh God.
AI generated plums.
Plums. Pums.
Oh.
God, I'm in a pum.
Holy shit, I'm gonna pum. You've seen that, right? Of Adam Sandler saying that?
No.
Holy shit, I'm gonna come. That's a clip from Uncut Gems. Have you ever seen Uncut Gems?
You know what? I haven't.
You haven't?
I haven't.
What if I told you I saw that this week?
You know what? I would trust you on it. I would trust you that you saw that. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, I trust you.
I recommend not seeing it after work,
Okay.
especially if you're stressed out at work.
Oh, okay.
It's a stressful movie.
Yeah.
It makes you go like, oh. It makes me be like, oh. But so if you want to feel that way,
Yeah. All right.
but I think it's a great movie. I hate feeling that way, and I'll probably never watch it again because of that. But I will recognize I was like, I did love it. I love that it got me to do that, and it was like, it's good.
Yeah.
It's good. It's a good movie. And Adam Sandler does a fantastic job.
I'll add it to my list of things to watch on a time where I'm not wanting to feel happy.
Well, it's not.
I'm not saying it makes me sad. I'm just saying I don't know that that'll make me happy.
Yeah, no, it will not
that'll
make you
me
happy.
happy.
It's not a happy movie.
Happy time.
Who's that? Yeah, that guy. Oh my fucking God, Lowrider. That's an amazing song, by the way. I'm definitely going to listen to that on the way home. Chronic nonsense, 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 chronic nonsense. Now is the podcast's time. Right now it is, yeah. You're right. You were right the first time.
Sometimes you listen to a podcast.
It's a podcast.
Sometimes podcast.
It's a podcast.
Podcast. Are for you to listen to.
Listen to it.
It's a podcast.
Podcast.
Mics.
You want to get advice on your
Words. Mics.
sound words?
Advice?
You want to get advice on your daily life and what are your health activities doing? Listen to a podcast.
Sometimes. Podcast.
Podcast.
Sometimes. Listen to a podcast.
I'm listening right now. I'm listening as you say it.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Why is it sometimes? I mean, I guess you're not listening to podcasts all the time, but That's on our new studio album coming out.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that.
Clap, 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 clap. Where are we at?
My
Tim?
arms hurt now.
Yeah, you.
We just hit 45 minutes.
We just hit 45 minutes when we talked about nonsense. Nothing, baby.
None of that.
You talk about more nothing
None
if
of
you
that.
want.
No more of that.
You want to talk more about it?
All right. What do you think?
What am I thinking right now?
Yeah, what are you thinking right now?
I'm trying to think about what I'm saying right now as it currently stands. I'm thinking that you got an eager smile like I'm about to say something. I'm not going to say anything good.
Ready?
Tim, I have that mandolin.
Go ahead.
All right.
You have what?
I have that mandolin at home.
Oh, yeah? Jingle, jingle.
Jingle, jingle all the way.
Yeah.
Starring Arnold and Sinbad.
Yeah.
Have you seen Jingle All the Way?
No, I haven't.
I remember being a kid and loving that movie.
Really?
Yep. I only saw it like one time. But I remember
That seems like
loving
a movie you'd see once.
Jingle All the Way?
Yeah.
It's either once or every year.
Every year? Oh, yeah?
Because it is a Christmas movie.
Well.
So, I know.
You know what they say about Christmas movies is...
They're not for the faint of heart.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is, yeah. Like Spider-Man.
Are you going to read your texts on the podcast for us?
Sure, if you want.
Yeah, why not?
What do you think? What do you think they say?
Oh, I got to guess who they're from.
Yeah.
Is it Tia?
Yeah, one is definitely from Tia. And that's the one that I just got. What do you think she said?
Shut the fuck up in there?
No. She said just arrived.
Oh, okay.
She's not here. She's in Lexington.
Oh, she just arrived in Lexington.
That's correct.
That's very nice that she's letting you know where she's at, so you know.
Sometimes you listen to a podcast. You asked me a long time ago how work was for me this week, if anything happened. It was fine. It was better and worse than last week.
Really?
It was like less stressful because there was less that needed to be done a little bit, so I finally started to catch up. But I made one mistake that I felt really bad about. I missized a bunch of shit, and it was printed on reflective, and reflective vinyl costs about $3,500 a roll.
Ooh.
So
damn, that
so we're gonna
sucks.
have to reprint that.
But you're new to it. It's a mistake.
I am.
People.
Yeah, they weren't mad at me, but it was like
that does suck.
Man, fuck, that's rough.
You got an important position.
Yeah, at least moderately.
No, I mean if you can make mistakes like that, you know, you got an important position.
Yeah,
But so that's fun.
yeah,
It's stressful.
a little bit.
But
a bunch of my early jobs that I've done for this so far have had some small issues with them, which makes sense because I'm new to it. But all of the issues have been like, we're gonna have to fix a lot of shit for that now, and it's like, that's unfortunate. But I'm learning.
yeah,
So
there you go.
also
That's all
I'm
that
training
matters.
another guy. I mean, I'm not the only person training him, but I'm helping train this new guy we've got. And so it's all been interesting. It's been an interesting situation.
Yeah.
And my cousin still works there, the one that whose job I took, and now he's basically doing what I was doing. It's very weird. We
That is
basically
weird.
just switched roles.
But he didn't get a pay drop, did he?
No.
Okay.
He told them that he was planning to leave the company after like about 6 months or so, and then he was like, "Hey, look."
Damn, he
if
gave a
you-
6 month notice.
Yeah. He was like, if you want to go ahead and get somebody into that job so that they can like learn it while I'm still here, I'd be happy to switch out of that position and do whatever. So it's been fine. It's not like it's been awkward, but it is a little weird.
Yeah.
But
I've been kind of stressed because of there's stuff about being I don't know. It's just what I'm doing is like stuff I've never like done before.
yeah.
Even it's like kind of the opposite of what I've always done, like working with your hands,
Yeah.
visually picturing like where things are going. A lot of like directional. I've always been bad with directions.
Yeah.
Like I get lost very easily when I'm driving. Like,
that's unfortunate.
If I'm like just like, if I don't have like a GPS and I'm just driving down, I'm like, oh, I'll just take this road and see where it goes. Like I know the roads, I can memorize all that stuff, but I don't know where. I don't know like I'll turn right and I'll get completely confused of where everything was in relation to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And there's a lot of that in this job, and so I get confused and I'm pretty slow, and I have to ask a lot of questions. And the person I work under doesn't love to repeat themselves.
Oh, that's fun.
You can tell, and it's like, well, you know, there's nothing I can do. I need you to repeat yourself.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, that's really rough. I've been lucky that the people that I'm working with, for the most part, totally understand, like, oh, yeah, you don't know what you're doing yet because you're learning it. And so it's not a big deal when I have to ask them the same things again and, like, ask for a lot of clarification. Mm-hmm. But even though they are cool about it, I still feel bad about doing it. So when you got somebody that is, like, kind of obviously not super jazzed about it, it's even worse.
And on top of that, this guy's been doing like electric work for 28 years or something.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's like the only job he's ever had. I don't know if he's had, and I wouldn't be surprised if he's just been doing it since he was a kid or something.
Yeah.
So it's just like in there, and he can't like put himself in the place of like, he can't, he just doesn't understand.
Yeah, it's been too long since he didn't know what he was doing.
Not only does he probably not understand some other mental difficulties I have as well, but on top of that, the just not like the other day he asked me to plug in like one of the big fans or whatever, and so we could cool down.
Yeah.
And I plugged it into the thing, right? And it wasn't turning on. And I was like, that's weird. He's like, oh, you probably just have to reset the GFI. That's what he said. Do you know
Obviously.
what that is? Do you know what that is?
No.
Yeah. And I looked at him, I said, reset the GFI. He was like, yeah, but the button on the outlet that says reset.
That's yeah.
Sure. He was like,
You know what? I did know that, but I wouldn't have known. Like, if he had said that to me, I wouldn't have known what to do.
But even after he said that, I was like, what? And I was looking at it, and I saw that it said reset, and I was like, oh, I'll just press that because that's what he said. But by that time, he had already rushed over and he just pressed it for me, and then it turned on and did the thing. He was like, you never had to do that before? You never had to reset a GFI before? And I looked at him, I was like, no, I hadn't. Why else would I be standing here like an idiot?
Yeah.
That's absolutely
that's
correct.
not a totally crazy thing.
And it's not. I don't. But he was saying it like it was totally crazy, and I don't think he's saying it. He's just one of those guys that doesn't understand like that can make people feel bad when you're like, you never had to do that thing before. When they're like, no, and I thought I was living a normal life before this.
Yeah,
you know, I didn't think I missed out on the whole world. You know.
yeah.
But now I know what that means, and now I know what those do.
Yeah, now you know.
Do you know what they do?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
No, okay.
They stop. They're for stopping surges from happening. Like if water got in the outlet or something.
Yeah, it's for wet stuff.
Yeah.
It shuts it off completely.
Yeah, and sometimes they trip because of just random shit.
Yeah.
And there's a button on it to test it to make sure it works. Mm-hmm. And if that button gets pressed when you're plugging something in, you have to reset it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, but it's never the first thing I think of either. Because most outlets don't have that.
Yeah.
It's just in like rooms that need it, like in a bathroom, the outlet will have that, or in a kitchen.
Even still, I'm new to this and I've never had to do that before.
Yeah.
So. But
like I said, it's not at all crazy that you wouldn't have had to do that ever, because that's not like it's not like that's an uncommon thing, but it's also not like a daily occurrence at all, not even close.
Yeah, you take that example and you just apply it to at least once or twice every day. There's something like that, and it's like,
and then beyond that, that's even like like I said, I knew what that was, but I didn't remember that it was called GFI. Mm-hmm. So it's like, would I know that if he said that to me?
Yeah,
probably not.
And maybe it would have taken me a long time. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, it's one of those things where you just like it's obvious, you know, like he's been doing this job so long that he doesn't think about what people do and don't know. But it's like there was a way to say that would have been a lot easier. Like press the reset button on the outlet,
yeah, and he's just
and then
not.
and then it'd be like, yeah, I know what you're saying. You know what I mean?
And the saddest and kind of suckiest part though is like I do feel lucky that I have him as my.
Yeah, because you're like, this guy knows what he's doing.
I could at least have. I mean, I could have much worse people to work under who won't be there to help me,
right?
Who just don't give a fuck if I know what I'm doing or
Yeah,
not.
that would definitely be worse.
Yeah, and he does. It's just you can tell he just gets frustrated with it, and it's like I don't. It really does something to your self-esteem too, because it does make me feel like I'm an idiot, but I know I'm not. I know I'm not an idiot.
Yeah.
I know that you can ask me anything about something else, and I bet I could tell you a lot about that. But when it comes to this stuff, I'm just not. And it's gonna take way longer than anything else would.
Yeah.
I just know that. But slowly but surely, I'm getting some things. It's just gonna. I wish I could start school sooner.
Definitely.
I wish that wouldn't take 5 years to complete.
Yeah, that's a long one. That's a long one.
I might see what I can do to make that go quicker if I can.
No.
Never mind.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I think it's a great idea to stay in school for 5 years.
I did it.
Yeah, but you did it when you started at 18.
No.
I would be starting at 24.
That's true. Basically the same. Basically the same age.
It's basically the same age.
Yeah. I think time just keeps moving.
I think it just ended.
Oh shit, you're right.